911 emergency.
Hello?
Yes, this is 911. Go
I
ahead.
need help. Look, I need help. I'm sick.
How are you sick,
Please.
sir?
I don't know. I can't think straight. Nothing's making sense. I can't see anymore.
Okay,
Please.
I need you to calm down, sir. How are you sick? Did this just happen all of a sudden?
Look, it just happened. I don't know what's going on. Can you please hurry?
The brain is a city serviced by millions of highways. Things are coming in and things are going out. Unless you're Albert Einstein, more things are coming in than going out. For most of us, our brains are passively stimulated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Meet Frank Dewdney. Frank Dewdney was born in an average city. He has an average middle-class family, average friends and adventures, average hobbies and interests, average hopes and dreams. Frank's existence was set to be more or less average for the rest of his life, until one winter evening, February 5th, 2003, when Frank's life changed forever.
Frank came to us in a coma. Normally, comas are triggered by traumatic head injuries or severe drops in blood sugar, but Frank didn't have either of those things. His coma was unique in that it wasn't a traditional coma. He had REM movements off the charts. That's something you don't see in traditional comatose patients. We use REM measurements to reflect the amount of dreaming an individual is experiencing. Frank was dreaming on a scale we'd never seen before. It soon became clear that the dreaming was affecting his autonomic nervous system. It was actually killing him. We theorized what was going on in Frank's brain and decided that if it looked like we were going to lose him, we'd operate. The operation we chose was actually based on an old and controversial operation from the 50s, a modified cerebral commiserotomy. Basically, we severed the corpus callosum, which is a bundle of 250 million nerve fibers connecting the two halves of the brain. By doing that, we could control the nerve impulses, and by using a prototype implant, actually see what Frank was dreaming.
The implant the doctors used is called an isonerve module. The isonerve translates the millions of nerve impulses in the brain into visual and auditory signals. Scientists can't know what a patient is thinking, but they can see and hear what he or she is dreaming. Frank remained in his comatose state for a week after the operation. Finally, on February 5th, 2003, Frank regained consciousness and awoke to the world, a changed man.
Frank? Oh my God! Waking up!
The revival, as we call it, went relatively smoothly. Frank regained appetite almost immediately. He was having conversations with us, he was playing Scrabble. He appeared to be functioning on a normal level.
However, below the surface of his smiling face, Frank's brain was slowly adjusting to its new design. New connections between the severed hemispheres were beginning to form, accompanied by new thoughts and new ideas.
We actually reset an area of his brain. Because of this, he had selective amnesia, so we attempted to recondition him. One of the things we tried was the graduated media reintegration program, where we'd expose him to 30 seconds of television, then a minute, then 2 minutes. That was the plan. We couldn't get him past 30 seconds. His brain rejected everything we put in front of him. Radio, television, the internet, you name it. We couldn't figure it out. Sex in advertising is certainly nothing new, but in the face of slack demands for designer wear, international design houses, particularly those based in Milan, are going to...
Fuck! I don't want to hear it.
Check that one off the list. The first few weeks were tough. Frank couldn't even leave the hospital. We learned that when we took him into the city for the first time.
You good? You look a little stressed, man.
Just the lights.
Like we can go home if you want. Like we don't have to hang out here.
You're so...
Frank?
Yo, Frank! Frank, man! Shit!
He's all in line.
Frank! It's okay, man! It's okay! It's okay! okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can go home. Go home.
In addition to the reintroduction of media, the testers attempted to recondition Frank to consumer products he was once familiar with.
We'd bring one product into the room with Frank, and sometimes that one product was enough to make him go berserk. The ketchup. The ketchup was probably a mistake. Everyone normally sees ketchup as a family favorite, the fabled condiment of generations, a symbol of nucleic family bliss. Frank's brain sees beyond the surface of the product. We didn't know that right away. We just thought he was coping, but once we turned on the isonerve module, things started to make sense, not only for him, but for us as well.